Welcome, my dear friend. I'm so happy you are here. I want you to take a deep breath and smile, because today, something beautiful will begin for you. Today, we will talk about something that can change your life. Yes, truly. And not just your English, but the way you feel about yourself, your future, and your dreams. Always remember this: your voice is not small. It only feels small when you do not use it. This world is big, but your words can be bigger. And when you learn how to talk in English, the world will begin to understand you in a new way. Let me first tell you, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need big grammar. You don't need hundreds of new words in one day. What you need is your heart, your voice, and your courage. My name is Christine. I'm from Ohio, USA. And I've helped so many people who once believed they could never speak English. I've seen shy boys become confident speakers. I've seen mothers, workers, students, and even old grandfathers speak beautiful English because they never gave up. Today, I will be your guide and your friend. I will show you how to talk in English, not with pressure, but with power, peace, and joy. Let me tell you something from my heart. I remember a student named Jacob. He was from a small town in Texas. When he came to me, he said, "Miss Christine, I can write a little English, but when I try to talk, nothing comes out. My mouth is closed. My heart is scared." I smiled and told him, "Jacob, we will not learn English like it's a hard exam. We will learn English like it's a song, like it's your favorite story, like it's your best friend." So what did we do? We started small. Every morning, Jacob said just one sentence. He would look in the mirror and say, "I can talk in English." That was all, but he said it with feeling every day. And do you know what happened next? Slowly, Jacob began to say more. "I feel strong today. I love to speak. English is becoming easy." One sentence became 5. 5 became 15. And in 2 months, Jacob was telling me stories about his family, his job, his dreams. He didn't become fluent by force. He became fluent by faith. And this is what I want for you too. I want you to speak with no fear, with no shame, and with full joy. So now you may ask, how can I talk in English when my grammar is not strong, when I don't know many words, when my mind feels slow? My answer is this: you do not wait to be perfect. You start with your broken English. You start with your small sentences. You start with what you know. And when you use what you know, more will come. Language grows like a flower. You water it with daily use. You feed it with love, not fear. Here is one of my favorite tips. Talk to yourself. Yes, really. Many great speakers began this way. In the morning, talk to yourself about your day. Today, I will go to work. Today, I feel sleepy. I want coffee. These simple thoughts, when said out loud, will train your brain. Do not worry if nobody hears you. The first person who needs to hear you is you. Make English part of your morning and evening habits. Talk when you brush your teeth. Talk when you walk. Talk when you cook. Just small lines, but do it daily. Another powerful way to learn is to copy real voices. YouTube is full of videos, short clips, English podcasts. Choose a voice you like. A woman or man who speaks clearly. Play their video, pause after one line, and repeat. Try to copy their voice, their rhythm, their emotion. This is called shadowing. It feels like magic. Slowly, you will start to sound more natural, like them. This is what actors do to learn new accents. It works for English learners too. Now let's talk about fear. Most people stay silent not because they don't know English, but because they are afraid of mistakes. Let me tell you this. Mistakes are not your enemy. Silence is. When you make a mistake, it shows that you are learning. Every baby makes sounds before words. Every child says goed before went. Mistakes are the road to fluency. The more mistakes you make, the faster you will grow. Speak wrong, but speak anyway. Let English live in your voice. One more tip. Use short sentences. Don't try to speak like a professor. Speak like a human. Say, I like this. This is good. Can you help me? I am learning. These simple lines are golden. You don't need to be smart in English. You just need to be real. When your words are real, people will listen. They will understand you. They will love to talk with you. And now, let me tell you another story. Her name was Linda, a nurse from Florida. She worked long hours and had no time to go to English class. But she had a dream. She wanted to talk with her patients in English. So every night she listened to 15 minutes of English on her phone. She repeated 10 sentences every day. She didn't stop. One night she messaged me and said, Christine, today I spoke to a patient in full English. I didn't stop. I didn't freeze. I felt proud. And I cried. Because that was the moment she became free. This freedom is what I want for you. You may feel like English is a mountain, but every word you speak is one step higher. And you don't have to climb fast. You only have to climb daily, a little every day, and soon you'll reach the top. You'll look down and say, I made it. Now I know you may feel tired. Maybe people laughed at your English. Maybe someone said you can never be fluent, but they are wrong. If you have a voice, you can speak. If you have a heart, you can be heard. And if you have hope, you can grow. Speak for your dreams. Speak for your family. Speak for your future. English is not just a language. It is your bridge to the world. But every time I tried to speak English, I froze. My mouth wouldn't move. My mind went blank. People would look at me, waiting, and I felt so ashamed. I would go home and cry. I would say, why can't I do it? Maybe I'm just not smart enough. Maybe this is not for me. But one night, I sat on my bed, and something happened. I looked in the mirror and I said to myself, Sarah, you can stay here forever in fear, or you can make one decision that will change everything. And that night, I chose to fight. I decided to give my full heart. I made a promise. No matter how slow, how tired, or how many mistakes I make, I will not stop. That was the moment my life began to change. That one decision lit a fire inside me. Now I want to speak to you not as a teacher, but as a friend. Maybe you're in your kitchen. Maybe you're sitting alone in your room. Maybe people don't believe in you. Maybe they say you'll never be fluent. You're too old. You're too slow. You have no environment to practice. But let me tell you something. They're wrong. They don't know what you're made of. They don't know your heart. The world may be loud, but your decision can be louder. You don't need to prove anything to the world. You need to prove it only to yourself. Let's talk about how I changed. I made a strong strategy. First, I gave myself just 30 minutes every day, only 30 minutes. But I gave it my full focus. No phone, no distraction, just me and English. I used my phone to record myself speaking. I would choose a simple topic. My day, my dreams, my thoughts. I would record, listen, then speak again. I didn't wait for someone to correct me. I corrected myself. That helped me grow faster. It made me strong from the inside. You must become your own biggest helper. I also started to write in English every day. It was not perfect, but every word was a victory. Every small paragraph was like a brick, building a big wall of confidence. I made sticky notes and put them on the wall with words like, I am improving, I am strong, I can speak fluently. I told my brain what I wanted it to believe. That is power. That is strategy. Then I did something that many people avoid. I started to talk to myself in English, even in public places. Yes, people looked at me. Some smiled, some laughed, but I didn't stop. I said, this is my fight, my voice, my story. Every sentence I spoke added one drop to my ocean of fluency. And now my ocean is full. Do you know what success really is? It's not just money or fame. Success is when you become proud of yourself. When you keep the promise you made to your heart, that one decision to show up daily, to never give up. To talk to yourself kindly can make you unstoppable. You don't need a language school. You don't need a perfect accent. You need belief. You need discipline. You need love for the process. Even when it's hard. Let me tell you about my student Joshua. He is from Texas. He was 34 when he came to me and said, Sarah, I want to speak fluent English, but I feel too old to start. I looked into his eyes and said, Joshua, you're not too old. You're too ready. And guess what? He followed one decision. He promised himself that he would talk in English for 15 minutes every morning before work. Just 15 minutes. In 3 months, he was speaking without fear. In 6 months, he gave a speech at his company meeting. Now he teaches his daughter English at home. One decision, one promise, one future changed. Now it's your turn. I want you to take your phone after watching this video. Record 1 minute of your voice. Say your name, your dream, and why you want to speak English. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about mistakes. Speak with your heart. Speak like the person you want to become. Because that's how it starts. That's how everything changes. Do not wait for the perfect day. The perfect time is now. Do not wait for someone to push you. You are your greatest push. Do not wait for confidence. Speak, and confidence will come to you. Practice is your superpower. Mindset is your key. Repetition is your best friend. I want you to remember something very clear. Fluency is not magic. It's muscle. You build it every day. You train it like your body. If you stop, it sleeps. If you work it, it grows. Don't let anyone tell you it's too hard. They don't know what a strong soul you have. They don't see the fire you carry inside. And yes, there will be days you feel low. There will be days you speak slowly. There will be days you want to quit. On those days, I want you to go to the mirror and say, I made a decision. I will not stop. I will not give up. I will rise again. Your journey may be slow, but slow is not weak. Slow is steady. Slow is honest. Slow wins the race. You are not alone. Every learner, every speaker, every teacher started where you are now. They were scared. They were unsure. But they decided to try. They decided to trust. That one small choice opened the door to big success.